with Angel Creations. Welcome back to my craft room. I have a little bit of a different setup today. Am I always working on my setup or what? I hope this one's a little better. Anyway, we're gonna do a craft. Okay, so I've been threatening you guys with a good time with these. Remember, everybody wants to know, what is she gonna do with these? Well, today's the day. So you're gonna take a box like this. Now this one has the cutouts. The ones that I'm using today, I didn't know I had different ones, but the ones I'm using for this craft are the ones without the cutouts, but you can use either ones. So, excuse my cough, I am going to cut to a previous filmed video, I did it yesterday, on how to get our spoons from this to this, and our boxes from this to this. I don't know if I told you, we're going to be using 2 boxes. Look at that painting technique. Easy peasy. You're going to use, frog in my throat, petroleum jelly. So here, watch this pre-recorded video. Okay, so now that you know how to get this technique on your boxes, we're going to glue these together and we're going to work on our next paddle here. So I'm going to use, I'm looking for it, I'm going to use a little bit of liquid nails. And you probably didn't really even have to paint this side, but you know, I just went around and did the whole thing because you just never know what side you're going to use. So I'm going to give this a good bit of glue along with the other liquid nail glue, and that's going to give it its forever hold. And then we're just going to stick the, oops, let's see, I guess that's going to be it. That's going to be my front right here. Darn it all. Well, that's all right. We're going to go with it. That's going to be my front. And now I'm going to just take a clamp from the Dollar Tree and clamp that together and put that aside for a minute. Now we're going to take a sharp knife. You can almost take this off by hand, actually, if I can just get it. Ugh. Okay, no knife required. There is our little rubber spatula handle. Now, I'm going to put on some gloves just because I just don't like to get this. I'm going to do some antique Waverly wax, and I hate getting it on my skin and nails because it looks like dirt under my nails and around my nail beds, and sometimes even when I go to the pool it doesn't come off. So today I just feel a little ta-ta. I don't want to get dirty today. So antique Waverly wax, and we're going to use a baby white, and I think one ought to do it. Stick that back down in there. Hope everybody is having a wonderful day today. I think we can use the cap. It's been a crazy day. I woke up and had no internet. I called cable and they fixed it, and then it went out again, and it's still currently out at this moment. They are coming out to my house though between 2 and 3 this afternoon, which made me really happy because we don't have to do all the way down on the back of the paddle. So now that we have it all nice and stained, Waverly wax stained, we are going to give it a little blow dry real quick. Get this dried up. So Cable's going to come out and fix me up. And I'm glad, because otherwise, here's my thing. I'm going to get the top. I didn't get the top very good here, and I didn't get the top very good here, so let's just do that now. I'm glad they are, because, you know, I need to upload this video, this beautiful craft we're doing. So we're just going to give this a quick little dries, just a real quick one. Doesn't even have to be that dry. And now we're going to take our, this is the same technique that we did on our blocks here, our little things, our little boxes. And this time I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm just going to put a little Vaseline wherever I think that, actually this part's really not going to show. So I'm just going to put a little bit where I think it would wear, the wood would wear, right? So just put a little bit here and a little bit there, and you can put it on thick if you like it that way. Let's put a little bit more thickness on. Maybe you guys can see it better here. Where did I go? There. We're putting it on thick. Can you see it on there? Slathered on there. And then this part, and you want to go with the grain. You don't want to go sideways. Alright, put that cap back on. That is slippery. Let's get a, knocking everything over here. Let's get a towel. and at least get some of that off of there. And now you're gonna take your Ivory, that's what color I'm using, Ivory by Waverly. It's a chalk paint. I already poured some in a cup because I like to get down in there with my brush. And now you're going to give this a coat. You're just going to start with a thick little coat of paint, and we're doing both sides, and I don't think I put Vaseline on both sides, but that's okay. You should do that. Put it on both sides. Sometimes when you're trying to show somebody something, it's hard to remember everything, right? All right, so now you have a thick coat of paint on there. Now you're going to take a scraper. I get these at the Dollar Tree in the baking section. And you're just going to take it. It actually has a little round edge to it. You're just going to take that sharp, flat side and put the round edge down. But even if you use a credit card is fine. A license, an old license, anything with a flat surface. Take that down now and just scrape right over that. And everywhere that there was Vaseline, it's going to come off, right? So I have a lot of Vaseline on there. I really did have a lot, and we kind of want it to be a little more paint than that. So I'm going to put a little more paint back on from my scraper, and I'm going to lightly go over it this time and not so hard, okay? Because I like the technique of that. You can go a little bit harder on the edge. Now I have my other spoon that we have to do. So I'm going to see which side I like better. And I'm just going to use the paint I have. Spread it out with my spreader instead of painting it on. Oh, you guys, I forgot to put my Vaseline. So we're going to scrape it off. This is going to be a little different now because I forgot to put my Vaseline. So where's my Vaseline? I was thinking this one was all ready for paint. So let's go to the back side then and do our Vaseline. There, just like that, so you guys can see. All right, so now we're going to actually paint it this time, like we're supposed to. We're not gonna just, let's take a baby wipe though and wipe this spatula off so that our paint doesn't dry and get crusty, because we want a nice, smooth, flat surface there. Okay, so let's pick up some paint with our paintbrush and try this again. Just paint that on there nice and thick and heavy. Get that end there. Get the sides. And you should put Vaseline on the sides too. You should put it all over your surface that you're trying to get this technique from. Like if you're doing a box or if you're doing a frame or anything that you want this technique on, then you gotta cover it good, right? Cover it good. And you can even take a little heat and blow dry it a little bit if you want. I like to do it fresh right off when it's still wet. Where did I put that baby wipe? Let's grab this. And I'm just gonna scrape a little bit more on the sides, even though there's no Vaseline there, because I'm trying to teach and go, right? But if I was doing this without a camera, ooh, I am making a mess. That's exactly why I wanted gloves on today. If I were doing this alone, I would be not in a hurry, and I would be putting Vaseline all over my surfaces. All right, so now I need these to dry just a little bit, and then I will be right back. Okay, so our paddles are almost dry. Hey, you guys, I'm wearing those little tassel earrings that I made from the Dollar Tree. I don't know if you can see those. Just wanted to show you. You can make earrings with barrettes or anything. Okay, now I have a little home sign. It's a little wooden home sign. I think it came from Hobby Lobby in a package, probably from my sister. I just want to paint it black real quick. Or should I paint it red or blue? I'm going with black. And this one's not even open yet, so let's go with one that is. And I'm just gonna like zoot right across from it. Like I'm gonna just go over here and go paint, if it will come out. Yeah, yeah. I think that's plenty. Grab a brush and just get this painted up real quick so we can dry it up real quick. And I think that's going to be a beautiful little embellishment. Make sure you get the bottom and the edges, the top and the sides. And we're just going to dry that up. I throw those away. Those are actually not reusable. They are reusable, but they come in kits and I just throw them away. All right, let's dry that really quick, because that's going to go on the front of our box. It doesn't have to be all the way dry, just dry enough for me to move it a little bit, because we're going to start constructing this beautiful, beautiful 4th of July craft here. All right, that is pretty good. So now I'm going to move this out of the way, and I think we should put on our, let's see, no, we're not going to do that right now. There's something in the way. I know what it is. It's my ring light. Okay, we're going to pull out some of that string that was there from the hot glue, and I think what we'll do is take this paint paper out of the way so that we don't get any paint transferred on here. And now we're going to construct this. So we're going to put one paddle on either side of the box here, just like that. So you're going to have your painting technique facing out, okay? So we're going to use the same 2 glues again. We're going to give it a little bit of, I like to use what is it, liquid nails on wood instead of wood glue, because I don't know if you've ever used liquid nails, but you can't get that apart. Alright, so we're going to stand this paddle up over here and hold it. Did you ever see that commercial where they're talking about trading, and he's like, now, and she's like, hold it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hold it. We can't really clamp it here, I don't think. I don't know if that would work. Oh, I guess if we put a couple of clamps there, we could do that. I didn't know if we could get in at that angle. Okay, so we're going to clamp it. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So we're gonna make sure our painting technique is going the right way. Look at that. All right, now, oh, first we're gonna use our liquid nails. And do we know, oh, I see it. I see the cap. We're gonna use some liquid nails. Yeah, listen, one time I redid my bathroom and I put up beadboard, and I put it up with this. I put it up with liquid nails. I kid you not. I did the whole bathroom myself, even mitered it, and I used liquid nails. And that stuff, you couldn't budge it. Hold. Commercials a riot. All right, let's see if I have another couple of big clamps down here. Oh, I'm gonna fall out of my chair. Okay, let's clamp it. There. And there. All right. So there's that so far. How does that look so far? Okay, this is the front. So now I really want to put my home word on the front here. So we're just going to do that with a little bit of hot glue in a few places. And we're just going to center that right in the middle, best we can. Just like that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Home. Okay, now, while this is like gluing up, we're going to take a piece of jute cord. And this is a piece of fat jute that I get at Walmart. It's a little bit fatter than the DollarTree jute. And we are going to make a banner. So we're going to want to have a little bit of string here. And not too low, maybe like that. So I'm gonna cut this off at this end and I'm gonna make a knot. And I made the cutest little, what is the word? What do you call them when you have a pennant? No, a pennant goes like this, right? I can't think of the word. It's anyways, it's like a little banner. I made this up. What shape is that? Anyway, that's what I made, and I made them out of some burlap pieces, and I put USA with my Cricut on them. But before we put this banner together, we're just going to stuff the middle of this. Well, this is all getting glued up. I have a piece of greenery foam, and I'm going to use that same scraper to just slice that right down the middle of my floral foam. And we're going to just glue these pieces right into the bottom, one on each side. It doesn't have to fit perfectly because we're going to use Spanish moss too. So just put a heap ton of glue so it stays there. Okay. And then I have all of these 4th of July flowers that I hauled from the Dollar Tree, and we are going to put, let's put this one in. It's kind of an oddball from last year, so we'll call that the star of the show. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to have to put it in on a sideways because there's no foam in the middle of the block. So I just bent it so it sticks in sideways. And then I'm just going to snip and fill. Snip and fill, snip and fill. I'm going to push all the leaves up on the flowers so that we have that greenery in every one. Some of them are way down there. We'll cut some longer. I don't think we're going to need them that tall, but let's just cut and I will be right back. Okay, the reason I had to get off to do that was because those papers that the Dollar Tree puts in there, they don't want to get out of there. I mean, they're just crazy like that. They tape them and they don't want to. I'm going to actually let go of these now, take these clamps out of here. And we are just going to fill this little girl up with some beautiful flowers. And this one is off of its stick already. This one has no stick. Let me fix it. Mama had a baby and her head fell off. You remember that when we were little? I should have glued that probably, but let's go here. So pretty. These are very, very pretty flowers. I think you can get a better deal for your money though at the Walmart, right? At the Walmart. Walmart has a better selection to choose from if you're looking for silk flowers, for sure. I have to say that is a definite. All right, let's put in a white one here in the middle. So let's see. We might have to bend the stick, but maybe not. Maybe we can. Okay, we just have to shorten her a little bit. Whoa! Need safety glasses here. All right, I'm gonna stick that down kind of kitty corner there. How's that looking? We're gonna put some moss in it. All right, we're gonna stick this down in this corner here, and this one down in this corner here, like so. And I have one more flower that is going to go right down here. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, this is what the back looks like, but we're going to have all kinds of moss in there. So really, really pretty. We're going to just bend and fluff here. Bend and fluff. All right. Now, I like to keep my moss in a old baby white container. So, this is the fun part now. You're going to just get some of that moss, that glue down. Oh, I'm out of a glue stick here. Glue it down to the inside. And get a finger protector if you can find one. Get that glued in there. So we're going to cover. I just had those. Here's one. You need a little bit more. Pinch. Take another little pinch. I'm going to put this on the inside of the box here. Just like that. Alright, now I'm going to go over to the other side, and I'm kind of doing this upside down, but you get the idea. You guys know, let me just do how I'm facing me, because I am actually low on glue sticks, and I want to make sure that we finish this project without having to run out. So I really kind of have to look at what I'm doing, but I did the first piece in front of you, so now you know, right? Just put that glue down on the inside of the box or on the green floral foam. And then you can layer on top of layer. This is looking really good. I'm going to go to the back now, and I'm going to pull this apart a little bit, and I'm going to get that floral foam on there, get some glue, and stick this right in. Cover up all of our stems. Need another little bunch over in the corner here. Whoopsie. Probably need a glue stick. I like the long glue sticks. They last a lot longer, but I'm not always able to find them at Walmart. That's where I usually pick them up. You know where I shop, right? DollarTree, Walmart, and Publix. That's where I shop. Okay, that is beautiful on the front, I think. And I'm going to bend this a little bit so it comes out a little. Bend that a little. That's the thing about these flowers, is you get to bend and fluff. Okay, bend and fluff. This daisy needs to be showing a little more. All right, now I'm just going to cut off and give my Spanish moss a little haircut. And now we are going to put, let's see if our new little vacuum works for the moss. It's a little big. Those pieces are a little big. I think it needs a charge. But it did. Can you hear it? Alright, I think we need to charge it up though. Alright, so there's our beautiful little window box, and it's gonna have a little banner that says USA. But I'm gonna take, alright, so I want to keep this so that you guys can see it. And we're gonna take our little fat rope that we already cut and put, oh, I can't show you, so we're gonna put our banner on with glue. And, oh look, we have another flower we can stick in here. So we'll put that in a minute. So let's get our little banner made, okay? So we're gonna put you, and this is just a, I actually got this, let's do it this way. I actually got this burlap at the DollarTree when I visited my daughter in Tennessee, when she used to live in Tennessee. I think it was one of those things that was like not a DollarTree product, but they decided to put it on the shelf. You know how that works. So I was lucky enough to find it and brought it home. So I have a whole book of this burlap. But you guys, DollarTree has burlap. You can use that burlap, or you can use anything you want. Anything you want. All right, I think that is about the spacing that we did. And I'm just gluing these right down. What are they called? Somebody tell me in the comments. Not pennant. What's the shape? I'm just calling it a banner. A little banner that says USA. How cute is that? Let's get these little cobwebbies all off of it first. And there's some moss that glued to it too. Okay. Now, let's stick this little flower in over here. Let's bend this one a little forward and stick that one in. There. Okay, now we're going to, I have to have this facing me for a minute so I can get it centered, because now we're going to center this right on top of our little stand here. So I'm going to put a little glob of glue here first to start with. And then, whoops, we're going to center it again. Eyeballing it, of course. And I'm just going to hold that to glue. Hold. It just cracks me up. That just cracks me up. All right, let's see if we can hold it with that and work with two hands here. And we're going to put another little bit of glue right there. And it should go right down like that. All right. I feel like I want it to go like at a little angle. I undid this side for a sec because I want it to banner. You know what I'm saying? I want it to banner. I'll fix that. That's better. That is better right there. Whoops. All right. Now, we are going to put stars on these, and I was going to paint them, but I'm going, you know what I had? No. All right, I'm sorry, I'm crafting. I love crafting. All right, look, we're not finished yet. We're gonna put a couple of stars here, and we're gonna throw a couple of pip berries in. All right, so we're gonna just paint these blue. I just want them blue, so they're gonna be blue, because I didn't know we could have painted them the same color as our box. Actually, we could have, but we're not. We're just gonna paint them up blue real quick. Like, I'm gonna get my hands all messy, and this is, I think is it slate blue? I'll tell you what it is. It's a Waverly chalk paint. There's one. There's two. All right, get the other side real quick. Love it. And we'll get the other side on this one real quick too, because they are going to show. My crafts are a little on the lengthy side. I'm sorry, even though I tried to do some of this craft ahead of time. I don't know, I'm just a slow poke. Okay, so now that we have these, we're just gonna glue, even though the paint is still pretty wet, we're gonna glue this right onto our corner. Make sure that your star point is going up. And we're gonna do the same with this one. Corner there. All right, a little bit where I was holding it, and we're going to do the same thing. Heap ton of glue and put this star right on the top and eyeball them so that they're both about the same height. How cute is that? I want to pick a little bit of this off. There we go. And now I'm going to just cut my little pieces of rope here. And I'm going to give it another little daub of glue, just for safekeeping, right on top. Right on top. And you guys, we're going to put a couple of pip berries in here popping up. And this is a finished craft. What do you think of it? I think it's adorable. All right, let me just get a couple of pip berries, give you guys a look. Let's take some of these strands, all these cobwebs away. How cool. How cool is that? Okay, now I am going to take a white pip berry. Okay, so this one has not been opened before, so here it is. Easy peasy. And we're gonna have a pencil. And we're gonna take a red pip berry. I love that the Dollar Tree is now giving us pip berries. Have you priced pip berries at Walmart? Or I don't even see them at Walmart actually. But have you priced them at like Hobby Lobby? They're crazy, crazy, crazy expensive. All right. I am just going to, I'm going to cut this end off because see how they have it wrapped with wire? So that's going to shorten and actually unwrap it. I don't even have to cut it because then I'll have berries there. All right, so now I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to start with my thumb holding my berries, and I'm just going to wrap my berries around, making like a spring. All right, and then we're going to leave a stick part of it to stick into our, and then we're just going to pull this up a little. Hope you can see that. And And we're just going to stick this in, put a little glue, and I'm just going to stick this in between and stick that down into my block there. I'm going to turn this around so I can see what I'm doing actually. And then I'm going to do the same with the other two colors. Slide it down the pencil. I started up too close. All right. And then we're just going to glue this down. Say, don't drip. Say over here. And the white one. Where's my pencil? The white one. This would probably be a better end to stick in the foam, so I'm going to go up here and try it this way. I have cobwebbies everywhere. All right, let me turn this around. Oh, it is around, and we're gonna stick this one. I'm gonna make a little sharper bottom there. All right, we're gonna just glue this one in the middle. No, we're gonna glue this one over here. I like where it looks cute right here. All right, mush them all together. Little berries sticking out, looking adorbs. Let me get all these cobwebbies out. We got our home here. So cute. We have our stars. And we did a beautiful painting technique. Is that gorgeous? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. This is the back, nice and neat. What do you think of our 4th of July? Hey, wait, let me get festive. Let me get festive here. What do you think of our 4th of July cute little window box? Right? How cute is that? I love it. I absolutely love it. It's just like I thought it would be. Just like I thought it would be. It takes a little time to craft these days. Even these would have been cute sticking in there. Anyway, that is the best craft I can do with this. I think it's adorable. It really is. It came right out just like I had it in my picture. You know what I'm trying to say? Just like I had it pictured. This is a great time to give me a thumbs up. Sharing is caring, so go ahead and share this video with all your friends, your family, and social media. It really helps this girl out. And make sure that you hit that subscribe button there, because we're going to do a giveaway when we get up to 1,000 subscribers, and we're really close. I did not reach my goal before my cruise, but you know what? It's okay. We're going to grow organically, and when it's time is right, the time is right. So, but when the time is right, you're going to want to be subscribed. Hit that subscribe button. I love this. I absolutely can't wait to go put this in my living room for the 4th of July. And I hope that till the next time that I see you, I do have a stick here so I can shut the camera off. What do you think of this? I don't know, I'm kind of cutting my head off a little bit. I guess I could back up a little. But let me know what you think of this. I know there's something in the problem there, but see, I can't reach. Anyway, until I see you all again, I hope that you be good and do good, and we are trying to get back into the swing of things here. So let me know what you think, and I will see you tomorrow for a Tuesday tree haul.